Minister of Tourism and Aviation Vincent Vanderpool Wallace stating that aviation safety in the Bahamas has reached an impressive milestone as the Bahamas becomes the first country in the region to launch its state safety plan.
The only way we begin to develop the country and take full advantage of having more islands than the rest of the Caribbean combined, more territorial waters than the rest of the Caribbean combined, more beaches than the rest of the Caribbean combined, the only way we begin to take full advantage of that is to begin to do what we are beginning to do today, to take full advantage of the civil aviation opportunities we have in developing the rest of our country.
Vanderpool Wallace says that in order for the Bahamas to recognize its dream of Bahamians being able to commute to and from work between different islands is to comply with international safety plans put forth by ICAO.
This safety initiative is really the first step toward attaining that superior safety system within aviation. The staff in civil aviation and stakeholders in this industry, we have to work together to ensure that we implement the components indicated within the state safety program to meet the changes associated with aviation. Aviation's safety involves everybody in this room and many people beyond. Until this commitment to making the necessary changes to ensure that we are in conformance with the standards set by ICAO. And all of this is necessary as we transition quite properly from the Bahamas Civil Aviation Department to the Bahamas Civil Aviation Authority. It's a very important part of us moving ourselves in that direction.
The country's leading tourism executive says that we must realize that in terms of marketing, the Bahamas is really a brand. He says that because of this brand, it is a fundamental imperative that we do our best to constantly upgrade ourselves.
When you go around the world and say the word Bahamas, what is conjured up in people's minds? What is conjured up is, number one, having some of the clearest waters in the world. God gave us that. Number two, having some of the great beaches in the world. Number three, having some of the friendliest and most welcoming people in the world. And now what we want to add to that, because every time you talk about brand, many people in marketing like to use this sophisticated word called brand. Brand is little more than reputation. What do you have a reputation for? And you have to continue to add to that reputation. And now what we're doing is adding to that reputation your complete absence of concern about safety in traveling around to and through the Bahamas by air. That's what we're adding to that reputation. Because when we begin to add that to our reputation, we make ourselves so much stronger in all of the things that we want to do.
For the Tourism Today Network, I'm Gina Seeley.